Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Hafiz Rafi Fahri. I am from PGP class. Today I will answer the question about the law of mut'ah marriage, transplantation, autopsy, gender change surgery, and cloning. The first one is the law of mut'ah marriage. Mut'ah marriage is a marriage between a man and a woman for a certain period of time. Some of the background for the occurrence of mut'ah marriages are sheer pleasure, the prevalence of mut'ah marriage or contract marriage, compulsion, and lack of knowledge. Mut'ah marriage in the past was permitted when in an emergency. Then it was forbidden right after the occurrence of mut'ah relief in the years of autos. Then mut'ah marriage was forbidden until by religious law and law. The causes of mut'ah marriage at the time of the Prophet were several reasons, including war, avoiding adultery, arguments that have not yet arrived, like legal relief or rukhsah, and the journey of Islamic law and emergencies. Well, the cause of mut'ah marriage today are not wanting to follow Sharia, high passions, financial problems, coercion from the family, and seeking pleasure. There are several impacts of mut'ah marriage at present. Namely, mut'ah women do not receive obligatory livelihood, and without divorce, mut'ah woman's iddah period is 45 days. Inheritance does not decrease. Mental health disorder, children resulting from mut'ah marriage do not get nasab result. Mut'ah marriage actors are not considered muhson. Women are considered cheap goods, and the environment is affected. There are many ways to avoid mut'ah marriage, including studying the law of mut'ah marriage, increasing self-awareness, increasing the family economy, surrendering and praying, broadcasting the law of mut'ah marriage to common people. The second one is the law of transplantation. Donor or transplantation is the transfer of body tissue from one place to another. The goal of the transplantation is the final attempt at organ treatment. After all, other treatments have been tried but have failed. There are various laws regarding organ donation or transplantation based on existing situation. If you are in good health, then it is not permissible. If you fall into destruction, donors or transplants are also not allowed when removing a hazard with another hazard. But donors or transplant may be attempted if they do not cause harm to oneself. If you are in coma, it is unlawful even if the doctor has sentenced that the donor will die soon, because Rasulullah Shallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that we should not cause harm to ourselves and should not cause harm to others. If in a state of death, it is permissible on the condition that the recipient is in an emergency situation that threatens his life if he does not get a donor. The donor organ matches the recipient organ, and there must be permission from the donor to their heirs or permission from their heirs. The third one is the law of autopsy. Autopsy is the act of examining or investigating a corpse, which also includes organs and internal structures. Autopsies are divided into three types, namely anatomical autopsies, clinical autopsies, and forensic autopsies. The conduct of autopsies in Indonesian law is permitted with one of the purpose being to serve as evidence in court. Whereas in the rule of fiqh, an autopsy is not allowed because it has been explained in hadith of the Prophet that truly breaking the bones of a believer or of a Muslim who has become a corpse is the same as breaking while still alive. But an autopsy is allowed if there is an emergency. The way an autopsy can be carried out for emergency purpose according to the level of need. Some contemporary scholars allow postmortem or autopsies with the aim of benefiting in fields of justice, security, and health. The fourth material is the law of gender changes surgery. Genital surgery is the engineering of science and technology, especially in the field of medicine. Gender surgery is process to change a person's gender with various purposes. Usually, someone performs genital surgery to change repair, or perfect their genitals and their functions. Transgender divided into 4 types, namely transsexual, transvestite, drag queens, and female impersonator. Genital surgery has various purposes, including genital surgeries which aims to change the genital and genitals, even though he was born in normal conditions. Then there are operations that aim to improve, emphasize, and perfect the functions and organs of the genitals. Then there is also the aim to clarify and provide optimal and definitive functions on one of the genitals, usually done by someone who was born with multiple sex, multiple gender. According to the MUI Fatwa, gender change operation should not be carried out by someone who was born with normal and perfect genital organs, because the law is haram in Islam. In Quran Surah Al-Hujurat ayah 13, it is also explained that human only have one of 2 genders, namely male or female. So this gender change operation is not justified if a person already has a normal genitals. Meanwhile, in Surah An-Nisa ayah 119, it is explained that someone actions that are forbidden by Allah are changing God's creations. One of them is if someone dresses and behaves like the opposite gender. And the last is the law of cloning. Cloning is a process of duplicating or imitating an organ to make it look like the original organ. There are 2 legal views of cloning according to ethics, named deontology and teleology. Deontology is an act that is prohibited in general, while teleology emphasizes the purpose or intended result of the act. If the goal is for good, then the act is permissible. The law of cloning in Islam, according to the fiqh scholars, expressly rejected the practice of human cloning because, as explained in Surah At-Tin, ayah 4, which means, indeed, we have created human in the best form. From the ayah, it can be concluded that cloning is not necessary. In addition, the fiqh scholar expressly reject the practice of cloning due to concerns about gene mutation in cloned product, so that it will cause a bad effect in the future. From a financing point of view, it will be very expensive, and from a fiqh perspective, if something does more harm than good, then something should be rejected or prohibited. Maybe that's all from me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.